Hi guys, NCWQ here, and oh wow, um, this is coming from Haaretz, which is a Israeli newspaper, and I've also found this on other different sites, but this is major. This has to do with Bible. Early Israelite curse inscription found on Mount Ebal. Inscribed in the tablet of Aegean lead, the curse in Proto Canaanite script was a legal document, says team that deciphered it using high-tech scanners. And this comes from Deuteronomy 11:26-29. Behold, I set before you this day blessings and curse. Thou shalt set the blessing upon Mount Gerizim, and the curse upon Mount Ebal. Now an official curse has been found, engraved on a lead tablet that dates to the biblical age and had sat in the detritus of an excavation at Mount Ebal for decades. The Associates for Biblical Research of Houston, Texas announced on Thursday. If the dating of the tablet to the late Bronze Age, the 14th to 13th century BCE, is accurate, it is the earliest such tablet by a century or two. Inscribed in Proto alphabetic writing, also known as Sinaitic script or Proto Canaanite script, which dates to the late Bronze Age, the hex text is early Israelite, the team claims. Consisting of 40 ancient Proto-Sinaitic letters on a lead sheet that was subsequently folded and could only be read by tomographic scanning, the inscription reads, Cursed, 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 cursed by God, Yahweh. You will die cursed, cursed you will surely die, cursed by Yahweh, cursed, cursed, cursed. The inscription does not leave much room for doubt that it was a curse. What it might mean for the interpretation of the finds at Mount Ebal is another matter. The cultic site on Mount Ebal. According to the biblical narrative, 6 tribes, Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, were sent to the rocky barren hill that is Mount Ebal, where the Lord commanded that an altar be built of hun-hewn stones and attend to the cursing. The erection of the altar is attributed to Joshua, after his forces destroyed the city of Ai, sparing only the cattle and hanging its king. Then Joshua built an altar unto the Lord, the God of Israel, in Mount Ebal. The lead tablet containing the formulaic curse or defixio was discovered in December 2019 while wet sifting discarded material from an earlier excavation of Mount Ebal, today near Nablus in the West Bank, by Adam Zertal from 1982 to 1986. Zertal believed he had found two altars, at the site, one of which may have been the actual altar of Joshua. And you can see the altar is up here at the top of the hill. The ABR sifting team was led by archaeologist Scott Stripling, the director of the Archaeological Studies Institute at the Bible Seminary in Katy, Texas. Everything we know about Mount Ebal comes from the Bible, Stripling said at a press conference in Houston on Thursday, noting that their dry and then wet sifting recovered materials that Zertal's team missed. When they found the wheat tablet, which measures all of 2 by 2 centimeters, they could see some writing on the outside, the interpretation of which the team is not revealing at this stage. And my understanding from watching a video is because they're still doing more work to be able to understand exactly what it says. Okay, let me get back to where I was at. Okay. Speaking at a press conference in Houston, Stripling explained that the writings hidden inside took thousands of scans. Finally, the letters emerged, starting with the very early Aleph. Of the 40 letters on the tablet, 11 are alephs in their archaic form, older than Paleo Hebrew. Stripling says the word curse, erur, in Hebrew appears 10 times, and the name Yahweh appears twice. And an inscription from the late Bronze Age, too, he says, noting that it precedes the known writing of the Bible. Clearly, though, people could and did write. Meanwhile, the lead itself was analyzed at Hebrew University by Professor Naama Yahulum Mack. Using bits of the tablet that had broke off, the lead is consistent with ore from Greece. That in and of itself is not entirely surprising. Lead from Greece has been found at the late Bronze Age and early Iron Age sites in this region. A shipwreck laden with lead was recently discovered off the Israeli shore. The metal on the ship was in ignatz. Tablets with curses or whatever were more typical of later periods. Words to live by. The hidden text was read with the help of tomographic scans. Given that it was thousands of years old, written on proto-alphabet and folded up tight reading, deciphering it was a huge labor of love. ABR undertook the effort in collaboration with scientists from the Academy of Science and Czech Republic and epigraphers Peter Gert van der Ven and Johannes Gutenberg, University Mainz, and Gershon Galil of Haifa University, along with Ivana Kumpova, Jaroslav Valach, Daniel Vavrik, and Michael Vapolinski. Hope I pronounced those correctly because I am not great at pronouncing last names of different languages. This documentation of a curse did not arise in a vacuum. The Mesopotamians and Babylonians were notorious for literacy expressions of ill will. One vow apparently bore the aspiration that the victim's tongue dry up, that sulfur and fire burn him, and much, much more. But actual tablets of hexes are much more familiar from the Hellenistic and Roman periods. Never mind those put in graves. Dozens of cursed tablets were found down a 2,500-year-old well in Athens, though which the ancient Greeks seemed to believe they could communicate with the synthetic dead gods. Another cursed tablet was found in Jerusalem in the ruins of the luxurious Roman villa in Jerusalem's city of David. The tablet from Mount Ebal seems to be older. If the tablet is as old as the ABR archaeologists have postulated, dating from the late Bronze or early Iron Age, the same as the pottery excavated by the Zertal, it is a stunning find, Stripling said. Was Joshua there? Galil of Haifa University, who also consulted on the writing, explains that he recognized the inscription's formulaic literacy structure. From the symmetry, I could tell that it was written in chiastic parallelism, a literacy structure known in the Psalms, where consecutive phrases repeat the same grammatical structure. Reading the folded up tablet through scanning was a tedious process, said Vanderven. But each day we recovered new letters and words written in a very ancient script. How old exactly is still an open question. The Exodus, during which Mount Ebal became evolved, according to the Bible tale, and conquest are thought to date to the late Bronze Age, but remain unproven in any age. Daniel Vavrik and his colleagues from Prague ensured that the accuracy of the raw data which the team interpreted, ABR explains. They added that the academic peer-reviewed article is in process and is expected to be published later this year. Curse or no curse, the identification of the archaeological site on Mount Ebal as Joshua's altar is controversial. Professor Aaron Mayer of Bar Ilan University, director of Tel Safi Gath excavation, who is not involved with this research, is skeptical. It may not even be an altar, as Zertal claims, he said. However, Mayer and the team agree that this was an ancient cultic site from at least the early Iron Age and before. Was there a Joshua and was he there? We do not know, but we know that somebody was in trouble. Cursed by Yahweh. Today's contracts read something differently, but this was pure and simple. A legal document, claims Van der Veen. The curse is a legal inscription with a legal verdict addressing a still unknown person or group. It is clearly an ancient Israelite origin, refers to his deity Yahweh, and reads like a curse formula. There are good literary parallels in the Hebrew Bible, Van der Veen said, and this was quite the custom around the ancient Mediterranean Sea and Middle East. The oldest known inscription before this one was Hittite and found in Turkey. This one is roughly from the same period, Van der Veen says, so scripts were used at that time. To achieve what? This is most likely a self-imprecatory curse or oath, which one brings upon oneself, Van Veen explains. I accept the blessings and accept the curses if I break the covenant. It may be a titular or individual. Defending their interpretation of the word transcribed as Yahweh, he explains that proto-alphabetic writing was not standardized. It could have gone left or right, top or bottom, who knows. But here we have this twice. A yod on the left, a he in the middle, looking like a thick stick figure, and vav, which is the divine name of God, Van der Veen says. There are some other very early mentions of Yahweh, such as the inscription found at Kuntilat Ajrud in the Sinai from the 8th century BCE, where somebody drew the picture of God, and possibly his genitals and wife too, and in a glyph from 18th dynasty Egypt, which mentioned the land of Yahweh. And now here it is again, even earlier in the land of Israel itself, possibly dating to the late Bronze Age, the divine name. So, I don't know what this is the picture, but that's the picture. Anyway, I really thought this was amazing, considering that within the Bible, Deuteronomy 11:26-29, it shows that the Mount Gerizim was supposed to be set as a blessing and the curse upon Mount Ebal. And now you're finding that there is a curse which was found upon Mount Ebal. So I'm hoping that they find the blessing upon Mount Gerizim. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Much love. Just wanted to share this article with you. And I'm going to post this article underneath the video. Y'all have a great day. Take good care of yourselves and each other. Much love.